my new Camp Chef Woodwind 2nd Gen pellet grill. We're going to be doing a brisket tonight. So the great thing about this Camp Chef, and this is not a paid advertisement, but we're just going to get it started. We're going to have a cook overnight. We're going to set it to about 200 degrees. So you first come in here, you set your temp. You need the lid open. Actually going to set it at 220. Yeah, that's good, 200. And then we're going to confirm it. It's at 100 now. You can hear that gear up, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay. So I started up. We're going to get up to. We're going through the startup process right now. It's going to get up to 220. I've got some apple pellets in here. Got to make sure to fill that up because I was down to about here, and that would have been something waking up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and realizing that it's all cold. So right here's our brisket. I've separated the point from the flat. You can see the striations. This has a whole lot of fat in it, being the point, and there's the flat. And what we decided we're going to do one of these days is make pastrami out of it. That's what pastrami's made out of. You pickle it for about 7 days, and then you smoke it. So anyway, so we've got these two pieces we're going to put on. We're going to do a really low smoke until tomorrow morning. Then we're going to wrap them in butcher paper, not foil, because butcher paper should keep the bark on them. Should have a good bark by that long, hopefully tomorrow morning. And we've got 2, 1. We are ready to go. We put the top down, and then we wait for it to get up to 220, and then we'll put our meat on. So we're up to 220. I'm gonna put them on the top rack. Get my flat. I'm gonna put it over here because I want my point, and the thick part of the point, I want it to be facing the primary heat, which is going to be coming over from there. So I've got those on. Separate them a little bit. Make sure the smoke can come all around it. It's an induction thing, and it goes like this. And so that's about it. And we're going to let it go until tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock or so. Talk to you then. Okay, so here we are the next morning. It's been going all night at 220. Got some good bark on there. I'm a little worried about being dried out. I'm seeing some moisture. We're going to take these off now. We're going to wrap them in some butcher paper. Going to crank up the heat a little bit more. And then we'll see you after a bit. All right, we just took them off the pellet grill. We're going to wrap them in some peach butcher paper. We're going to wrap the point in one, and then I think I'm going to take 2 to wrap the other one. So I'm going to spritz this down a little bit because we don't want it sticking. Remember that's the top. You want to wrap it tightly so there's no air in there. The water also helps keep the helps the paper be really pliable, so that's nice. And it's actually not water, it's apple cider vinegar and water. And I may not have gotten enough paper on this one. again. Alrighty. This one will be, don't want a whole lot of air in there. Yeah, I might be ready. Alright. Put these back on. And I'm putting the big part of the point toward heat source, which is over here. Gonna set the temp up to 250.
What's the smoke? What'd you set the smoke on?
The smoke right now, that point's not feeling too bad already. The smoke is set at 7 right now, which is a good point because now that we're wrapped, we're going to take the smoke down. To 1. All right.
You're good.
Hold on a second.
Oh, wait.
All right, well, here we are. Here's a big reveal. This is the point. We're going to make burn ends out of this today. I don't know if you can hear it. We're going to make burn ends out of this today. That looks delicious. All righty. There's a little bit. That's really good. I'm going to cut this into 1-inch squares. We'll be right back. All right, so we've got our point all cut into about 1-inch chunks. Wonderful, what a burger. Barbecue sauce. Not going to slather them. Just going to put in here a little bit and kind of toss them around. Then we'll put them back on the smoker. Cover them with foil. Put them back on there for probably about an hour. And then we'll have some burn ends. Bye. What a good idea. Still finished chewing up one of the burn ends. Very nice. Still at 250. I took the point off when it was 190. And I'm going to put it back on for about another hour. At which point, I'm going to take them out of that. I'll put them in a cooler, wrap them in some towels, and we'll be good to go. Bye. Okay, so here we are. We are at, how long's our cook been? Our cook has been 13 hours. So 13 hours on a 12.5 pound brisket that I cut into 2. So here we are. Our temperature on the flat is now 203. Transfer it over to a paper towel. Wrap it up. Put it in the cooler. Get our burn ends. Do the same with those. Put it in there. We're going to let it rest at least 2 hours. And we're at 9:17, so it'll be ready for lunch. We can go to anywhere between 2 and 5 hours and it'll be all good.